there, Tenno. I'm Shadow Scythe, and today we're going to be getting fashion forward when we take a look at my Trinity Prime.
Your chosen Warframe
Now,
suits
Trinity
you.
Prime's been out for a while, and as you guys are probably already aware of, when Wednesday rolls around and the update rolls out, the Trinity Prime relics will be getting vaulted, along with all the relics for the Dual Commas Prime, as well as the Kubro Prime Collar. I don't remember the actual name for it. Any relics in your inventories will be staying. However, any relics in your inventories will be staying, and any parts that you already have acquired will remain. However, the relics will be removed from the drop tables. So what does that mean? That means something as simple as anything the players already have will still be there. Anything else, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to wait. What do you... You know what? Fuck it. As I get fucking sidetracked trying to do goddamn, or picking a goddamn mission. Now, this look will be doable on either version of Trinity, so if you don't have the Prime, fret not. You don't actually need to have Trinity Prime to make this look work, because you're not seeing any of the Prime details anyway.
You are here to find our target
But
and bring them to the
as I always
point.
do with these videos, I tend to run a mission first so that you guys can see just how it works in, or just how it flows through battle.
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive.
There we go.
Target located. Bring them in.
Oh! That did enough damage right off the bat to incapacitate them. Awesome.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
But the general rundown of this, as you can see, clearly you don't need the you don't actually need Trinity Prime because I'm using her deluxe skin. And the majority of this appearance is going to be doable with just Platinum alone. The only thing that's actually going to require real money is the Sandana, which, since it is a Tenno-gen exclusive. If you're on console, then you don't have to worry about the about spending real money at all, because Tenno-gen stuff is purchasable with Platinum. And then the other thing that you may not have to worry about is if you've copied one of my other appearance variants where I'm using the Sandana, then you already have it, so you don't have to worry about buying it again. Because why would you spend the $6 or $7 twice? Like, that just... it makes no sense. I probably could have did a little bit more melee just to like show you guys overall. But And for the most part, you guys have probably already figured out everything that I have equipped. Like, obviously, the deluxe skin and the helmet that came with it. Primary color being this purple out of the Twilight palette.
Orders did not think the operator
Secondary
could be
color
more
being
attractive.
this
Wrong again, Orders.
sort of tan. Just because that's what does, like, her little head decoration and her skirt. Or the bulk of her skirt. And having that tan actually goes very well because it looks almost like stone for the head decoration, and then for the skirt it almost looks like I kind of want to say sun bleached bone, but I wouldn't be 100% sure on that because I don't actually know what the fuck that looks like. The tertiary color being white, which does the details on her dress. I think, no, that's actually the tan. Some of the details on her skirt, the little ribbons on her helmet, as well as the majority of the helmet itself. The accent color is actually one below my rose gold, which gives you these little filler lines in the in her skirt. That's really about the only current detail, and I believe it covers... No, that's about it. Because her deluxe skin doesn't actually have any true metallic to it. And then the energy color being this light purple out of the Twilight color palette. As you can see, it stands out against the darker colors, especially since there's very few places on her skin where it shows the energy color bleeding through. Like right here on these two parts on both her back and the edge of her dress. These two dots on the insides of her calves. And then the four dots on her helmet and the two dots and the two rings on her little head decoration. Now, as far as as always, whatever animation set you guys are partial to, go ahead and use that one. I'm just more partial to like the Titania and Octavia Nobles, with a few minor exceptions. Now, as far as the armor, no chest guard, the Nadina shoulder plates, and the Katir Foros leg plates. Now, if you're on PC, you already have these if you visited Barrow at any point over the past couple of days. If you're on console, you may actually be waiting until his next visit for these, because I believe you guys are actually about a week or two behind us with Barrow's drop tables. So, you guys may be waiting on this for another week or two. Primary color still being the same purple. Secondary color the same tan, tertiary color the same white, and the energy color being the same that I used for Trinity herself. The only difference is the accent tone. We are actually using my, at this point for my color schemes, my patented rose gold metallic. I'm not the only person who uses this, but with the fact that I have a pretty much 100%, well, a practically 100% unanimous color scheme for all of my frames, you know somewhere for the metallic there's going to be that rose gold. Which, as you can see, it kind of shows up right here, and for the little decoration for the ribbons on the Nadina, and then it works out perfectly for the Foros, which I actually changed these out just as an experiment, and I absolutely love the way that they look, because they are like perfectly streamlined with her legs, and they give you just the right amount of flare, but they're not bulky, overbearing, and almost looking like you have this weird, superfluous limb just spanning off of your leg. Or in the case, like with like what you would get with, say, the EOS Prime Spurs, which really just look retarded with this skin, or the Avia doesn't look right, and what was the other one? The Pakal. The Pakal doesn't look bad, but you can still see where it's kind of like just ridiculously bulky. And then you have these, which just look so out of place, it's not even funny. Like, hello, when did Hiccup join fucking Warframe? Because that, using, like, the Edo knee plates, that literally reminds me of Hiccup's fucking peg leg from How to Train Your Dragon 2. Same, like, any of these, really. And then these just look dumb. These are about the only other one that fit, and even then, they don't... With my color scheme, they just look out of place. Once again, peg leg. No. If I was using a darker color scheme, that probably wouldn't be half bad, but with a bright one, that's terrible. Once again, peg leg. Just out of place. Out of place. You guys get the point. And then Sandana. Same deal with the colors as the armor. Obviously, I'm using the Raiji. And if you guys have watched any of my more recent videos, then you know, as of late, I have been really partial to the Naru Sandana. Which, yes, I would have to change some colors around. But I do like the fact that it kind of fits over that weird-ass exposed part on her back. But I don't like the fact that you get this partial clipping right here with her skirt. So I just feel like this Sandana is a little too bulky and low cut to be used with this appearance. Whereas the Raiji sticks out perfectly. It has that nice little, almost like it's magnetized to the exposed part on her back. And just keeps rotating your wheel of focus, as I'm going to call it. Which is kind of ideal for, which is very ideal and just like can almost become like an inside joke for anybody who actually took the time to grind out all of the focus schools and at least unlock all 5 of them to where they're usable like I did. That was not the easiest thing in the world to do, especially since focus schools like Unairu and Vazarin are a ridiculous pain in the ass to farm for. Like, you will rack up affinity with Zeneric, Nerimon, and even Madurai. You'll rank those up 3 times faster than you will get the other 2. I'm not even kidding you. I was probably able to unlock 4 or 5 things in Madurai before I even got my first one for Vazarin. And that was with me running mostly Vazarin gear. With the same tier lens on everything. But generally speaking, this is the overall appearance that I tend to run on my Trinity Prime. Like I said, since you're not actually showing any of the Prime details and they have nothing to do with the overall colors or the overall theme, you can use the default Trinity and not have an issue with this build. Or with this appearance. I'll do a quick little 360 for you guys to see it in full rotation. And we'll do it with the actual weapons so that you guys can see just the different stances. That's not the most justifiable one, but you can kind of see how she is when ready to strike, which I gotta admit, that's probably still one of the sexiest freaking stances I've ever seen, especially with those little stubby feet. It's just adorable. The only thing is that while yes, the cloth physics do exist with this dress, or with this skirt, it still kind of has that old lobster tail vibe before they gave her skirt cloth physics. Because it's very bulky, it's very, the way it's shaped, it doesn't flow like actual fabric. It's kind of like a, almost like it was cut from a, cut out of like a limp shell of a crab or just some other seafaring crustacean. I have nothing against it, it's just that that melee stance does not do this skirt justice at all. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, the continued support that you guys have for me and for my channel just means the world to me. And as always, be sure to follow me on, or hit that like button and subscribe if you guys like this video for whatever reason. If not, be sure to check out some of the other videos on the channel. There might be something there that catches your fancy, whereas this one just did not. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and player.me to stay up to date with all things related to YouTube, Twitch, and IRL, so that you know whether or not videos will be coming out, be delayed, be canceled, whatever. Also, if you guys would like to help support the channel in any way, shape, or form, then be sure to check out the GameWisp link in the description box below. Any and all support that you guys give is greatly appreciated, however, it is not necessary. And until next time, Tenno, stick to the shadows.